In today's 2-minute tip for our osteoarthritis 30-day challenge, I'm going to teach you how to do a lunge. Now that may sound scary, but it's the sort of movement pattern that you need to be able to do if you want to be able to get off the floor. So we're going to start right now. In the video, I'm going to talk you through the easiest versions of a lunge, all the way through to some of the harder options as you gain in confidence and strength. So the first thing we're going to do to make things easier is give ourselves some support. This will make us feel safer and it will improve our confidence a little bit. So I have a chair behind me. You could hold on to a chair or your kitchen surface at home. I'm not going to put anything here so that you can see me, but you could also, easiest version would be having something both sides. So you'd have a chair on this side, you'd also have a chair on this side, and you would be in the middle. So you have support both sides. I'm only going to use one so that you can see what I'm doing. So big step out in front. Often if you do have some knee pain or hip pain, you're reluctant to take that step because you do feel a bit unsafe or off balance. If you take a small step and you try and do a lunge, your knee has to come all the way past that front foot, and that tends to be more irritable and more uncomfortable. So take a bigger step out in front. You should have your support, so you should be okay. And then you'll just work through whatever range of movement initially feels comfortable. It might just be 25% or 50% of the movement. You may feel like the first few are a bit stiff and uncomfortable, but actually, as your joint warms up and it becomes slightly more mobile, that discomfort might actually ease. Then as you gain in confidence, after a few weeks, you may try and go a bit lower. Now, please note the back knee will also bend. It's not a stretch. The back knee will bend and the rear foot will curl over at the toes and the heel will come off the floor. Once you are comfortable working through a little bit more range, you can start to try and work through the full range. So that would be coming all the way down so your knee is only just slightly off the floor and then coming back up. Knee down to the floor and coming back up. A further progression is I'm holding on pretty firmly here, but you could just do a fingertip touch, going from whole hand to full fingers to 3 fingers to 2. Even that will make a difference and will challenge your balance and make things slightly more difficult. Once you're happy with that, you can have no hands. So you might want to do it next to something, again, just so that you feel safe if you want to put your hand down, but no hands would be the next option. Coming down, you can have them across your chest, out in front, or if you want to steady yourself and have them out to the side, that's absolutely fine as well. It's all about the amount of load going through the affected joint. At this stage, you have the option of moving onto a lunge where you're taking a step forwards and back, like so. Or if that felt a bit too much, you could just keep your feet in one position, but add a little bit of weight. So you could have 2 smaller weights at the side, or you could have 1 bigger weight in front of you like this. Obviously, I haven't shown you this, but on every single exercise you do both legs. If your symptoms aren't that irritable and you're feeling really strong, you can move on to doing a lunge or a split squat with your rear foot elevated. So I have a chair behind me. You could have your foot on a sofa or one of your steps at home. I'm going to hold on the wall just to get me started. You're going to pop your foot on the chair behind you and then maybe do a few holding on just to begin with, and then you can progress onto having your hands out in front or across your chest. And that is really going to be hard work on your quadriceps and your glutes, which are vital for knee and hip function. If, like me, you enjoy spreading arthritis positivity and you'd like to get your hands on one of these arthritis inspiration t-shirts, you can find a link to the shop in the description below the video. Question of the day: which lunge progression have you managed to progress onto? Let me know in the comment section below. If you have enjoyed the video or found it useful, consider giving me a thumbs up. It really does help the channel to grow and more people see the content that hopefully you find helpful. And if you're new around here, subscribe so you get notified every time I release new arthritis related help. And whilst you're doing that, I'll see you in the next one.